What's happening, everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills, and what I like to do is make gaming easier. So, the best Tenet primary. Now, I'm not going to waste your time on this one. It's not the Tenet Tetra. It's a good gun, nice damage, shoots straight, a lot of bullets, doesn't shoot as fast as I'd like, but its alternate fire is a huge, well, it actually looks like a firework. You can make your own Michael Bay movie, Transformers, I don't know, 9, whatever number we're up to. It's not the Tenet Flux Rifle. That is an awesome, class-defying, special monster in its own self, but no, it's not that one either. It's definitely between the Arca Plasmor and the Tenet Envoy. Now, to keep things going fast, I'm gonna just say, if you are mid-game to early game and you happen to get your hands on the Tenet Arca Plasmor, oh, this is the one then. If you just got some damage mods to shove down his throat, it can swallow a lot of damage and cough it back up. It's got huge, fat, bouncing, electric, well, not always electric, but bouncing laser bullets with infinite punch through, as in they will go as far as they're going to go. And with the Tenet version, they will bounce off walls, go up and down stairs. It's great. They're gonna go pretty far. It's got 10 shots in the barrel, no kickback. But if you've got a lot of mods, say you want to go for max damage, which is crit damage, and you want to slap some arcanes on there and some galvanized mods, all of a sudden the Tenet Envoy is it's worth another look. Now, very quickly, I'm going to go through this deeper in a different video, so join the team, hit the bell, like, whatever, it's free, thank you, helps a lot. But all the new arcanes, the primaries and the secondaries, they all max out at 360% damage. Okay, it's more about how to get that damage maxed, how to keep that damage maxed, and what playstyle you're going to use for them. Now, all of them max out 360% damage for that weapon, but Arcane Merciless is more for explosive weapons, something that's got a big boom, it's going to kill a bunch of enemies in a hurry, groups, shoot far, kind of like the Arca Plasmor. It's kind of perfect for it. Arcane Dexterity is more for a melee build, and I'm just going to use this every once in a while. Now, when it comes to the compare of these two weapons, I made sure to build them with crit damage. It was most important, and then I tried to fit the biggest weapons or biggest mods damage that I could get in there. Now, the Arca Plasmor ends up with a 66% chance that you're going to get around I'm going to roughly do this. It's about 40,000 plus, 40,000 and a half with a 5.1 damage critical multiplier. So that's going to be like over 200,000. Now, the Tenet Envoy is going to have an 84% chance. It has a 7.3 critical multiplier, but its damage is only 3,324. So you're going to get like 24,000 change, which is actually way more than what you need for level 50 and down. But its radial damage, that's what's big. It's about 21,000 and change, so it's going to max out with the 7.1 to about 155 grand. And a lot of change. Now, when you do the math on that, the Plasmor is about 50 grand more damage. And you can just throw that damage around without much thought, so that kind of seems like the best. But I have a video that explains this much better. I just say, if you're doing the double Tenet missile smack, which is not multi-shot, and it's actually really, really easy to use, it very, very quickly jumps up to about 300,000 plus. That's about 100,000 more than what we were doing before. Now, because of weapon playstyles, the primary Merciless is the best for the Arca Plasmor because you're going to be shooting guys down the hall far. You can just keep killing them every just under 3 seconds. No problem to keep that up full. When it comes to the Tenet Envoy, it has less ammo, but if you're using this in a melee build, it's pretty easy to kill 6 people and then use it. Your Arcane Dexterity is going to be at 360% all the time. With Cautious Shot on there, this actually becomes a very, very fast-paced build. You can just hack and slash, blast, and back to hack and slashing. It's pretty good. Not to mention, as soon as you go back to smashing somebody's face in with your melee weapon, it automatically reloads for you. It's a really easy weapon to use. Now, that kind of makes it the best. It's easy to use, got the most damage. Now, whichever weapon you got, out of all of these, awesome. That one's awesome. I personally, even after what I just said, the Arc of Plasmor, that's the one I use the most. I'm a gun guy. There's nothing wrong with hacking people to pieces and leaving just a pile of gore, guts, and Grineer behind me. But I like to shoot people in the face. That's kind of soothing to me. So whatever weapon you choose is devastating. Even if you don't do the double Tenet missile smack, you only end up with like 50,000 less, and in the melee, you're not going to notice that difference. It's just going to be bodies. It's great. But anyways, when using these weapons to the absolute max, I say the Tenet Envoy technically can push out more damage. I can actually swap out Malignant Force for bladed rounds, which gives me an extra 120 critical damage when I'm aiming, which on this weapon is an extra 3.1 damage multiplier. It brings it to 10.4. I'm just not going to do the math on that, but it's monstrous. And I also could swap Malignant Force out for any 90% elemental damage mod, but I like the status is almost 60%. This weapon is now crit and status. The Tenet Envoy, it might be the best Tenet primary weapon. Might nothing. It is the best primary weapon. The Arc of Plasmor, that'd be the funnest primary Arca weapon. The Tenet Flux Rifle is the most special primary Tenet weapon, and of course the Tetra, I guess, would be the sparkliest? I don't know, I guess. But on that note, I hope you like this. I hope it helps. I hope you join the team of killers, become a killer of teams. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Make sure you keep it easy in life, and remember, just keep gaming.